BJ keeps the party going. Brandon E brings the heat. We don't know how to speak. Running wild on you, brother. We're over the top. Rocking it back to the vintage scene. Thursdays at 7 p.m. Central. With epic thumbnails from the vids. It's a must-see. Gonna bring you the best. Legends you remember from the ring and silver screen. We're over the top. Get ready for a good time.
What's going on, everybody? It's Tony, aka Friday the 14th, jumping in here right quickly before this video gets started. As you can see in the thumbnail, this episode is going to be our best clips of throughout the year of 2025. Putting this together, just like I said, we don't miss a Thursday of content. No matter what, we always find something to put out. We're getting in the studio with Brandon and BJ this coming up weekend, get some episodes knocked out, and all that good stuff. But yeah, just wanted to give you a heads up shout of what this episode is going to be. So shout out to everybody: BJ, Brandon, Jordan's in this, Jeff from Moccasin Creek, of course, Chad and Chance. Appreciate them more than anything. We wouldn't have the show if it wasn't for everybody involved, and of course, y'all watching. A big thank you goes to y'all. We appreciate it more than we could ever describe. If it wasn't for y'all, we wouldn't be making the content that we are and everything. So, like I said, enjoy this episode. Just our funniest, just our most watched clips of 2025, and we'll see y'all next week with everybody in studio. We got this motherfucker.
Yeah, this week was a hard realization that I'm getting older and it's catching up with me. Like that 40-year mark I'm 41 now, but at hitting 40 years old, things change in you. It really does. So we'll start out with last Monday. We had to pull our equipment out of there. You walk in, you're on the mid-level of the building. Well, about 7 stairs up on the upper half, we had a pool table, and about 7 down steps, we had a pool table down in the basement. Both of those had to come out of the building.
Oh God!
Yes.
Instant stank phase.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah. First, we decide to tackle the one downstairs first. And I made the wrong decision of going up with the table, of backing up the stairs.
Nightmare incoming.
Yeah, because in that case, I had to go up every one of the steps. The person on the lower end
Tony.
only had to go up a few steps. So that was the first mistake right there.
Yep.
Instantly, back hurting, hamstrings on fire. And that's just one of the 4 things that got to be moved up and down stairs. And instantly, I'm regretting this decision and life in general.
Right.
Yep.
Rightfully so.
So we get that part up, and that's where life catches up to me. I have to take a 20-minute quick time out and take a breather.
How
I had to take a 20-seconder.
Hit him with that Fatty McGee.
Yeah, they're struggling.
Polly. Iceman. R.I.P.
How old is the person that's helping you? What's their?
He's probably 12. About 12, 13 years younger than me, so he's all gusto.
He's a child.
He's all gas, no brakes.
He goes in just.
Yeah, he's manhandling this stuff. Yeah. Fun fact: we do my wife's side of the family for Christmas Eve. We do Christmas Eve lasagna for.
Really? We know the story too about what I did at Tony's wedding.
Have you ever heard that story?
No. So
you've never heard this story.
Tony invited. This is what was it? 2016.
Yeah.
I'd only been friends with Tony for a year at this point.
Yeah.
But we were close friends, me, him, and Jordan. So they invited us to the wedding, and it's time for everybody to get up and go eat. Well, I'm going up there to talk to Tony. Well, everybody thinks that I skipped the line, and it did look like I skipped the line, and I didn't intend to skip the line.
Who's the first person that walked out with lasagna?
It was me. It was me. And it was so good that I yelled out at his wedding. This is obviously after everything was over.
Yeah.
I didn't ruin his wedding, but I yelled.
Not.
Yeah, I'm not that bad. I yelled out. I said, "Who made this?"
My mother-in-law.
And his mother-in-law said me, and I said, "I love you."
That's awesome.
Yeah. But that's how good the lasagna is. This is what pisses me off about WWE. They have this storyline of Virgil and $1 Million Man, right? And they built it up for what, all the way up until WrestleMania at this point. We're talking about this has been a 6 to 8 month build of DiBiase treating him like shit. All this racial undertone bullshit that they were doing, and you're building up to the big fight between Virgil and Ted DiBiase.
Yep.
What's the results of the match?
Virgil wins by countout.
But all the shit they did with $1 Million Man to shit on Virgil, to the point where he literally was almost shitting. He was having him pick up shit off of his shoe.
Yeah.
And then you can't even let him pin him or make him put him to sleep. Like, the move is you put DiBiase in the $1 Million Dream and you put him out. That's the way you write that.
Ric Flair and Sting with Ole Anderson in that promo before. I got this thing wrapped around my hand 10 times.
He's my Mount Rushmore person I hate the most.
I hate
Yeah, we need to do a Mount Rushmore of most hated.
Ole
hated.
Anderson's right up there.
Worst 4, most hated.
Piece
we
of
need to do
shit.
that.
I hate Ole Anderson.
Fact, trash.
Ole Anderson was a piece of dog
trash.
shit.
Was he responsible for bringing in?
No.
He was responsible for Shockmaster, yes.
Oh, well,
Piece
yes.
of shit. This guy right
He
here.
he was the voice
Yeah.
of Shockmaster.
He sounded a lot
man.
like him.
I hate him.
I hate him so much.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Chad Arms, a.k.a. Chatty Bobby Olimdori.
Hola, my name is Tony, a.k.a. Friday the 14th. And to the left we have...
When the boots hit the ground, there's only one name that shakes the whole town.
Who is it?
A little bit of grit, a little bit of grind, and a whole lot of shine. I'm Boot Scootin' Richardson.
Clip it, bitch. Clip it.
Follow that, BJ.
Yeah, follow that.
Como está? BJ, the DJ.
Hey, in the 5 weeks we've been not in studio, we learned Spanish. Some of us did.
Yeah.
Chance became a cowboy. They learned Spanish, and I'm just the same person.
Chance should have been a cowboy.
I'm being the Tobster, man.
He's
We're back. Like we left our car keys on the kitchen table, baby.
What an intro.
He just tipped his cap to us.
Oh, no.
Tip that cap again for the camera. Tip it. Hey, everybody, all the over-the-top listeners and watchers, if you're listening, well, you ain't gonna get to see this. So you have to watch
you got to tune into YouTube
watch
if you
the
want to see
video.
the full
Chance is in
capacity
a
of this.
very Western-themed giddy-up.
Yeehaw.
Fuck Vince McMahon, dude.
First off, what about the pre-segment before the match where Regis Philbin is just saying Suzuki, Toyota,
Being super racist.
super
towards
racist,
the
just saying like Asian car names to them, and they're just like, yes.
Shut up, not shut up. Fuck Vince McMahon, dude. Fuck
Dude, that
Vince
was
McMahon.
so bad.
And it's just back there. It was like, oh, it was the time. Well, yeah, but that doesn't mean it was right. Just because that's what it was. It was a sign of the times. Hey, you're Asian. You know Suzuki, right? They make Jeeps and cars and stuff. What about Toshiba or whatever else? He just kept naming it. I'm like, bruh.
It was so bad.
The Lex Luger match was actually fire.
Yeah, 'cause
Luger and Pillman? Yeah.
It was way better than I
Because of
remember
Pillman.
Lex Luger ever wrestling.
Yeah.
Because of Pillman.
I'll say it's probably the best Luger match I've ever watched.
Was it Luger or was it Stan Lang? They're fucking twins.
They did look
They look
alike.
just alike,
both,
dude.
both him and Pillion looked $1 million.
Yeah.
There's one spot where Pillman looked like he almost broke his back when he hit
Man,
the
he
ropes.
was-
Oh yeah,
He did that thing where the I don't know if it was a flap, what it was when he slingshotted him and he hit the came
Yeah.
up down on the rope.
Yeah.
He landed like it looked like he could have snapped his damn. Shout out to
Pillman-
Lex Luger. Actually, he's been doing DDP yoga. He's like starting to
He's gonna walk
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
He's gonna walk again, man. It's
dope.
crazy.
Good for him.
But yeah, that's by far that's the best Luger match. I've
Yeah,
ever
so if I'm
watched.
putting the Steiners and Doom as my favorite matches, this was number 2.
Yeah,
obviously,
it was a good
this
one.
was a great match.
Yeah.
BJ, to answer your question about the Bundys, like I would hang out with them because I know well enough that if I want to eat good, I'm gonna go to the Black family,
Yeah.
and I'll just go eat at Griff's
There you
family's
go.
house.
later on, yeah, for sure. You go to Griff's.
I just go to Griff's and come back.
Later, Bundy's. Yeah, you could jump over
Yeah.
to Griff's, but before Griff was in the mix, you was just left with Jefferson.
Yeah.
Poor
Marcy,
Jefferson.
Marcy Darcy.
Marcy,
Steve.
Darcy.
Who I still to this day think Steve is the much more superb character than Jefferson Darcy. I'm more of a Steve Rhodes fan than Jefferson.
I love
There's
the
a reason
episode where he
Steve
came
left.
Back. I love the episode where he came back.
They were both awesome.
Yeah,
They were. I do,
Yeah.
but I'm a fan of Steve. I liked it better when Steve was on there.
I like Ted McKinley. He's a good actor. He's on the Shrinking show right now on Apple TV. His character is incredible on there. I like him.
Ted McGinley? Oh, dope. Okay. He played a good bully in Revenge of the Nerds.
Sure did.
I'm telling you, though, the worst match on this card is Jim Duggan and Dino Bravo. They fought next, and when I tell you it was awful, I watched it today. I rewatched it today. This dude, just imagine who the wrestlers are.
Yeah, it's Hacksaw. As over as Hacksaw was, he was not good in the
I
ring.
don't get it. I don't understand.
It's just America.
Dude, I loved Hacksaw Jim Duggan when I was a kid. I was walking around crossing my eyes, not even trying to. They were just
You know, we all had when
I
you
had
went
the
to
little fake cushiony
the phone 2x4. And I know, like you went on to Red Lobster is probably has it taken a harder fall than Cracker Barrel since the vid?
Oh, 100%, bro. So that was my favorite restaurant of all time, right?
Shrimp Fest.
I can honestly say I probably contributed to them going out of business because of Endless Shrimp. Because for a stretch, dude, I would go by myself to the Endless Shrimp because I didn't want to take somebody with me and then it be a situation where they were finished and they were waiting for me for an hour. So I'd go Blu-ray shopping and then I would go by myself to Red Lobster, and this is pathetic, but I would sit there and eat Endless Shrimp, until I was embarrassed.
So much shrimp, you got iodine poison.
For sure. Pimp C told me. I'm surprised I don't have iodine poison. I'll tell you this, man.
It was so on point back in the day.
So I was ringside in New Orleans when the street got broken.
Oh, wow.
And it was so deafening wild in this.
Oh, yeah. I remember.
But a lot of people don't know that, Mark was concussed
Bad.
early.
Wasn't it like the first
It was,
3
bro,
minutes of the
he
match?
said he's watched it many, many times and still can't figure out when it was. And no recollection of anything. But, the match was, he wasn't there. He was checked out.
That just shows you how good of a performer he is.
That-
But what got, dude, it was so scary because as soon as the pin, they pinned him, lights go out, and my sister jumped the guardrail and just sprinted to the back. Like she knew something was in it, but they didn't know it was that. It was bad.
Yeah. How deafening was that arena when that happening? With that,
It was bro. You couldn't. There were grown men in tears.
Yeah.
Like it was.
you have that iconic shot of the one guy just sitting there and just.
It was crazy. But again, I was mind blown.
Was he busting
Was
tables?
he changing out the powdered eggs?
Busting the tables?
Dude, them Shoney's powdered eggs make you want to slap kick.
Oh, but that dude, and you throw that gravy on top of it from this
You just had a
breakfast
big
bar.
old orgy of Shoney's breakfast, dude.
Dude, Shoney's breakfast used to hit so fucking hard
go to
back
Shoney's
then.
tomorrow.
Where is the Shoney's? Where's the Shoney's?
Is one in Springfield still open?
Clarksville.
Yeah, Clarksville does got one.
There used to be one.
It's new in Clarksville.
over by the airport.
That's fancy dining in Clarksville. So, yeah.
But that Shoney's breakfast bar with that nacho cheese for the
cheese
eggs.
sauce put on the eggs make it taste better. The cheese, I had to,
cheese
man.
you put on the potato.
It wasn't no salt and pepper to save my life.
That's
Try to make the
another
eggs taste
spot me
good.
and Brandon used to hit up a bunch. That Shoney's breakfast bar.
we did all the time.
It's good for your immune system.
We had immune, all right.
It's
We
good,
had
bro.
something.
It's good for if you need to be cleaned out. It's good.
This is Steiners are new in there. Like,
Yeah.
Rick's been there, obviously. Member of the Varsity Club, television champion, tag champion with Rotunda. But Scott's new. Scott only been there but a couple months. He
With
was
a
at Chi-Town
fantastic
Rumble.
mullet
Oh
as
my
well.
God.
Yes, looking like $1 million bucks.
mullet,
Looking
yes.
like $1 million bucks. Steiners are new, and this feud versus Doom. Of course, this is Doom's first pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Being escorted by a woman who was playing a deranged fan, obsessed with Rick
woman,
Steiner.
shout out to
R.I.P.
woman
woman.
back in the
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, shout out to woman.
Facts.
So this whole setup to this was amazing, I think, for what it was in '89. WCW didn't really build storylines like this. You think about like the Black Scorpion at this time and stuff like that was like their most lengthy type of build-up. This was a really good build-up for this match. And Doom come out looking like $1 million also.
Yeah.
Steiners
should.
look like $1 million
Underrated
bucks.
tag team.
This is my favorite match on this card.
Yeah.
This was a good match.
One of the greatest
Yeah.
promos ever.
And it was despite because that's the thing. Hogan's supposed to be, and look, R.I.P. Hogan, but as a wrestler, fuck Hogan.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah,
Right?
most definitely.
R.I.P.
This-
Terry Bollea.
Yeah.
But like
He-
go ahead.
He always had to be the star of the show.
Yes, bro. Like
He always.
he had to take away from that situation. Like you're a baby face. You're the ultimate baby face. Vitamins, prayers. Why would you be a pissed off? Why would you get mad that you got eliminated? Legally, he didn't cheat.
No.
He just saw an opportunity, and then you're like, "Oh yeah, no," and then you like that's not a. You're a heel now.
Yeah.
and everybody's like, "Oh yeah, well it's
And you
Hogan."
got booed out of the building for it too.
I tell you what,
And
I'm
you got
glad.
booed.
I'm glad it happened the way it did with Sid, because had it been Taker, we would have got Hogan and Taker at WrestleMania, and the streak would have never happened.
That's true too.
I'm
That's
glad
true, too.
it happened the way it happened. If we couldn't get Flair and Hogan at Mania, I'm glad we didn't get Taker and Hogan.
Yeah, that's a solid point too. I mean,
But it
just irritates me that it's one of the biggest moments in wrestling history right there, with Flair coming in, winning the Rumble. It's 60 minutes, winning the Rumble, and then doesn't get hit because of Hogan. Doesn't get his.
Yeah.
But like you said, if that doesn't happen,
that's what goats do, bro. They just
Yeah.
figure it out. I mean,
Yeah.
they I'm sure that
So
was.
I'm telling you, could not fumble Ric Flair.
No.
Couldn't fumble him. He would not allow it. And I guarantee you that conversation happened multiple times about Flair and Hogan at WrestleMania. And Flair was like, I'm not doing it.
Yeah,
I'm not doing that.
This is actually the one that
we were really looking forward to.
we were looking forward to it.
We were really looking forward to
Very
this one.
nostalgic. WrestleMania 6.
Probably it was this. Is this the first like WrestleMania? I think we talked about
Out of
this
the
2 weeks
country.
ago. Yeah, it was the first WrestleMania out of the country.
Scottsdale in Toronto. Yep.
But like, as a WrestleMania as a whole, is this the one you first remember?
Absolutely.
That stood out to y'all.
That's our for our age, absolutely.
I remember
Yeah.
the tape was yellow
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah.
Like when you go to
Coliseum
rent it.
home video, man.
It was
Young
yellow.
Edge was in the crowd watching it
Yep.
Yep.
That's
Yep.
cool to see.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The ultimate challenge was the
Oh,
tagline with
God.
this one. 67,678 people were in attendance for this.
Yep. In
It was
Toronto.
huge.
I'll throw a random one out here. Ross fucking Geller. from
Yes.
France.
Ross.
Ross
Terrible.
was a straight bitch.
And how did he pull fucking Rachel? What
He's
does
a
Rachel?
weird.
Well, Rachel has issues. I mean,
Yeah.
you watch the show,
Yeah.
she had issues.
This is true, but Ross.
I thought I was
Ross
alone
was
on that.
such
I
a
never
little
liked
whiny,
Ross.
complaining bitch. bro.
That's
He
all
was
he did.
that's
It's
all-
just complaining. He was one of those guys that was too smart for his own fucking good.
Chandler was always funny as fuck, great, like super funny dude. It was like
Yeah.
always, most of the time in good spirits. Joey was fucking great. 'cause
Yeah,
he was
Joey's
Joey.
just yeah.
And
Joey's
then you
just
have Ross, who's just this little
whiny bitch.
whiny little complaining ass bitch that's always he's always got like sad face. Fuck
Yeah.
you, Ross.
Yeah, and then ends up getting Rachel.
This is refreshing to hear because I always hated Ross.
Ross,
I thought I
fuck
was
Ross.
alone.
Pivot,
No.
pivot.
He thought he was so cool.
He'd draw
because
a fucking map.
He worked with dinosaur bones or whatever the fuck he did. Gives a fuck about that, Ross.
I just thought Ross was on the same category as ranch dressing, white privilege. I just thought those are. You don't talk about friends. You don't talk about ranch dressing. Like that's just like white excellence, right there.
This motherfucker got what he deserved with his first wife turning lesbian on him.
What does that?
That tells
What's that
you all
tell
you
you?
What
need
does
to
that
know.
tell you about Ross?
Yeah, exactly.
And then Jennifer Aniston, was like, oh yeah, like she kept whatever.
It's the most mind
Ross
complexing thing
sucks.
ever. I
Everybody
fucking
knows
hate
Ross sucks. Nobody
that's a
said,
hot take.
who's your favorite character from Friends? It's never Ross.
Y'all don't like the 4-on-4s?
It's not that I don't like. It's just the
You look like
it's
you're a
just-
linebacker over here with a neck collar on. You got the cowboy collar.
cowboy collar, dude. Shout out to the cowboy collar, dude.
Gotta hold these headphones on.
What was that dude's name that had no neck that had the reality show that had the
I don't know, but I just snorted.
Ed something? He looked like this. He didn't have no. He
I look
literally
over
had
at
no neck.
Chance. He looks like a linebacker from out of the program over here.
Latimer over there. Oh man.
I'm not a fan of the movie.
Oh god.
But
I'm
this
like-
motherfucker is the laziest son of a bitch that
I hate
ever
him
was.
so- I know
It's
you're going-
Grandpa
yep.
Joe
Grandpa
from Willy
Joe.
Wonka and
He
the Chocolate
is
Factory.
is a whole
started. What you got to say about Grandpa Joe from Willy Wonka?
Biggest gripe I have is that they're sharing a bed and he's foot to foot with the other grandpa here. It's like, no. Time out. But then Charlie wins this golden ticket and that son of a bitch can dance.
I
and
say
cheat like-
exactly. All of a sudden, you get a fucking chocolate bar, and all of a sudden, you got dance moves and you can move.
Ain't paid a goddamn bill in his life. Never paid a bill. bill was. Their rent was 11 cents where they lived at, and he could come up with a couple of shillings to fucking toss in there.
Shillings.
He's playing footsie with Uncle Gabe or whoever the fuck.
Yeah, sharing a bed, foot to foot, foot to foot.
Fuck him, dude. And for the last place Charlie needed to be, zoom in on Charlie's teeth. He's got little baby. I don't know what he's got. Team iguana teeth in the back. The last thing he needed was some chocolate.
Well,
I'm speaking specifically to Charlie.
times have changed.
Why did nobody call out Grandpa Joe for his fucking fair weather fucking
Borderline pedophile.
that too, bro?
I mean, Charlie's mom is slaving away.
Thank you.
A single mom. I mean, she's doing all the grandparents. All the grandparents.
They're just laying around.
He jumped up like nothing was wrong once Charlie got the golden
He got a
ticket.
case of I can't get off my lazy ass itis.
Can we talk about Dumb and Dumber and how fucking good Jeff Daniels is?
Oh yeah,
It
he
was
gets
Jim
lost.
Carrey, but without Jeff Daniels, imagine
Yeah.
if that was anybody else.
It wouldn't have hit.
It wouldn't have hit the same. Jeff Daniels was so good, and it's not like he's done a lot of movies where I'm like, he killed that because he's been good.
He's
and
pretty.
stuff,
He's kind of.
but he's kind of just there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That tag team was.
But
it's
that
magical.
movie would not have been the way it was without Jeff Daniels.
Yeah, I agree.
Shout out Matt Riddle. Heard he's been doing really good.
He's not on Punk's wish list. That's for sure.
Dude, that boy,
I
my
ain't gonna watch
FYP
it.
page is just nothing but him shitting on people.
I think Goldberg owes him an ass whooping too, though.
I don't know if he wants to go barking up that Matt Riddle
Yeah,
tree.
Matt Riddle's a legit. He's a legit bad dude. Too.
Yeah, you can tell he's a badass dude because he's so like chill and
Well,
like.
he was in the UFC. He was on. He was
Thanks.
on
Ultimate Fighter
Ultimate
thing,
Fighter
yeah.
show
Yeah.
and everything.
Yeah.
I think he had a handful of.
I think he couldn't
Yeah.
pass the drug test. That's why he got. That's why they
Yep.
let him go.
Exactly.
He's one of those people that
smoking the bowl, dude.
But yeah, he's well. There is a backstage thing of like a little
Yep.
Interaction with him and Goldberg.
Him and Goldberg. He's like,
I
okay,
forgot
we'll
about
talk.
that. I forgot about that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're gonna talk.
I'm gonna say 2 drinks.
Okay.
So one of them is Surge,
Oh,
which Surge was Monster before Monster.
Oh yeah.
I remember
It
drinking
was
one.
like Mellow Yellow Max, bro. And it was Coca-Cola. I remember we used to sell when we were in high school. For our fundraiser, we would sell the 20-ounce bottles. We would sell them by the case. That's what we were selling as our
Yeah.
fundraiser.
Didn't it have like a red twist top to them?
I think maybe they either red or black.
I remember
They-
the cans more than anything.
those whenever Surge was, I was like, dude, I got my parents to buy so many of them cases. I had to work the money off, but I.
Dude, it was insane.
And then Orbits. You remember Orbits?
Oh yeah.
With them little boba, is that like the boba like thing?
Yeah,
Oh
little-
yeah. It had the
little-
little bubbly.
yeah.
I do
Oh,
remember
dude,
that.
there's a texture thing. I like
That was a late '90s thing.
So a lot has changed. Like the whole dynamic of WWE is different now than what it was at SummerSlam.
Warriors gone.
So, Warriors gone. Yeah, he's gone. So
And that changed the whole dynamic on everything.
yeah.
And the thing is too, you bring in Flair, who's the arguably top 3 biggest names in wrestling. Period. Hogan, Warrior, Flair.
Yep.
Yep.
Sting, like that. That's
Yep.
probably your
Yeah.
4 biggest draws. And then you put him in a feud with Piper,
Yep.
who at this point in WWE with Piper, he's like middle of the card or like gimmicky match part of the card.
Commentator.
Yeah, it's like, why did you bring Flair in to put him in a feud with Piper?
I don't know.
And not directly give them what everybody wanted to see, which was Hogan and Flair.
There's a lot you're gonna find during this pay-per-view that's just weird how they moved through this whole day.
Yeah.
As far as match quality, this WrestleMania to me, other than one, was a turd fest.
It was.
I mean,
Yeah.
it started. We'll just go ahead and get into it. It starts out with a tag team match. You got the Can-Am Connection, which is Rick Martel and motherfucking Z-Man. Tom
I had no
Zink.
clue Tom Zink was in WWE.
Yeah,
I had
dude.
no clue.
The Can-Am connection.
So,
I was like, how did I miss that?
and then they were squaring off against Bob Orton and Magnificent Morocco with Mr. Fuji. So here's the thing that's notable. WrestleMania 1, Cowboy Bob Orton's the main event.
yeah. Yeah.
WrestleMania 3, 2 years later, he is opening WrestleMania.
Yeah.
I know that's the first thing I noticed when I
It's kinda like a reverse
and he was
with
in the
Daniel
ring
Bryan,
already. They didn't even give him an
Yeah,
entrance. or
no
nothing.
entrance, nothing. They didn't. No carts for
Yeah.
I wonder.
Yeah, it's true.
I thought the same thing.
It's Chili's.
Oh.
Dude.
You got some inside knowledge?
Dude, have you seen their new cheese sticks?
I've seen them. I haven't experienced
Oh,
them. I've seen them.
it's not a cheese stick. It's a cheese brick.
It's a cheese brick. Yeah, I see
And
it. It
you
looks like
get-
You've got my attention right now.
The elasticity. Am I saying that word right?
Yes, you are.
Elasticity?
Yes, you are.
Am I saying
cheese pull, that
The
cheese
cheese
pull.
pull.
Okay.
The cheese pull is something epic.
I'm
got
gonna
a
give
hot
a
take.
big 2 middle fingers, and I don't RIP you, Ole Anderson. I hate you.
Oh.
I hate you.
Oh, Anderson's a shit turd.
You are a miserable turd.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything about it. Yeah.
You're just angry all the time for no reason.
His voice just.
And anybody who said, let me handle this, let me voice the shock match.
Yeah. And you couldn't even do that right.
Thank you. Thank you. I hate his. I hate him. He's giving me more ammunition.
I hate him.
I hate him.
I hate him.
And anytime you watch shoot interviews or podcasts or anything, somebody talking about Ole, everybody says he was a dick.
No, I've never heard not
Every
one person
single
say, no,
says
you
he-
got him misunderstood.
No,
No.
never
No.
once.
No,
It's
no.
always Ole. Ole Anderson was a dickhead. He didn't like. He was cheap. He didn't want to pay people. He would pay them. He didn't like paying them. They're just mad all the
How
time.
are you gonna be mad like when you're around Ric Flair? No, you got all these girls around you all the time. He just
Flying in jets, riding in limos.
Probably because he wasn't getting no tail. That's why. He probably wasn't the one getting
He
any
was
tail.
the last one he was at the very bottom of the
Yeah.
list.
True.
Like,
JJ
he-
Dillon was getting all the leftovers.
Getting all the leftovers. JJ.
JJ Dillon knocking him off the glass.
First name Jay, last name Jay.
Big Bag University Dean's List. I do want to try. Y'all are gonna judge me so bad. I do want to try the Mountain Dew Baja Blast
Pie. Oh, that looks so bad. It looks so
just
bad.
because I think it's just gonna.
Are you gonna get the whole pie?
That's the thing. You have to get the. whole You can't just get a piece of it. can
Oh,
you?
I don't know.
I think what
looks
it's going to
terrible.
be. It looks questionable, but I love like key lime pie, and I bet
Yeah.
you money that's what it is.
Yeah,
It's
it looks
just
like
got some
it looks
dye in
like
it.
Baja Blast Jello on some pie crust with dollops of whipped cream.
Speaking, man, I know it was a cornball character, but the idea of it was creepy. Was the dentist?
Yeah.
Yes,
Was
dude.
Kane as the dentist?
Yep.
Yes.
Isaac Yankum. DDS.
DDS. My bad. Just the
Yeah.
character itself, with the way he looked and the way he sold it, and then you can flip that coin over and say Kane.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
most
You
definitely.
know what I'm saying? Kane, obviously, Glenn Jacobs in general,
It's
but
gotta be Kane. That's
Yeah.
gotta be Kane.
but him doing the Isaac Yankum gimmick and having that little creepy, but it was super cornball, to evolve to Kane, who became one of the biggest characters in the history of WWE,
Yeah.
and long standing. I mean, he had like a 20-year run where he didn't get hurt hardly or nothing. He was a regularly performing big man. He
Yeah.
wasn't. I just pull up at the pay-per-views. He was at house shows. He was at Raw tapings, whatever, working. And then of course Kane. I mean, there was so many inclinations of Kane. He evolved that character like the Undertaker evolved.
Yeah.
I mean, he had Kane when he first came out. Then he had the Kane where it started to kind of change, and then he started having a little humor to him. And then Unmasked Kane, which I never was a fan
Corporate
of.
Kane.
Corporate
Corporate
Kane.
Kane, yeah. I wish he would have always kept the mask on, but
Yeah.
this next one is when you had Brutus the Barber and Mr. Perfect, and when Mr. Perfect had the Genius, who I just despise.
I can't believe that Perfect put Brutus Beefcake over. Like, I
And
can't
he was
believe
doing like
It's
that.
weird, man.
He was overselling in that match.
He was boy, man.
Yeah, for sure.
He-
But Perfect was like that though, bro.
Hogan's boy.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think that was Perfect, kind of throwing a little bit of not shade, but kind of like what Michaels
Oh,
did
yeah,
in
when Michaels
2005 with
did-
Hogan.
Yeah,
at
exact same thing.
SummerSlam.
That's what I was gonna say.
He was making Brutus. He made Brutus look like $1 million, dude. And then of course, Brutus goes over, and then he tries to cut Perfect's hair, and Perfect gets away.
Yeah.
But he
You're
don't.
not gonna cut his ramen noodles.
No, bro. Them rubber noodles,
It's not happening.
just like it. And then of course the Genius gets his hair cut. But
Genius. Was
Again-
such a terrible idea.
we're 4 or 5 matches in, and there hadn't been a good wrestling match yet.
No, not even with Mr. Perfect in the ring. Going back to documentaries again, when they did that sit down with Mick Foley and Taker for going back and watching the Hell in a Cell match.
Yeah, that was
Dude,
cool.
That
I
was
just watched the dark side of that one. Of course, it was really just a Mick Foley episode, but they were talking about that one and
that's
talking about
still
how
crazy.
nobody knew. I mean, that was crazy.
Yeah, that was
and then
nuts.
Taker's ankle was like broken or something.
Yeah.
They were just.
It's a different breed of
wounded.
human.
Yeah, that's
different breed of human beings. Is
bro.
They
Yeah,
said
they're
when
on-
they talk about how when Mankind comes back, and he was chokeslam, and he said they were wanting it to just slowly give, and then it just gave.
Yeah.
And then the chair hit him once he hit the ground, and
Well, you can see
Taker-
like the bindings of the cage like loosening while Taker's walking around.
Yeah, just
Because I mean, he's a
popping it.
300-pound plus dude walking.
crazy.
because they said something about Taker was saying something to Terry Funk down there, like check and see if he's alive or check
Yeah.
and see if he's breathing.
Yeah.
Nuts.
It's like
And
the
if
way
you
he
got to
felt.
say that to Terry Funk, like, you know,
Well, you
shit's
can
wild
see
in
the
itself.
concern on Terry Funk's face during that when he's running down there.
I love Terry Funk back in the day.
And then you have probably I'll say probably Warrior's best match ever. Probably you had the retire match where the loser must retire with the Ultimate Warrior versus the Macho King Randy Savage.
Outstanding match.
Yeah,
Warrior's best match you ever had.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's got to be Warrior's best match.
Probably not even Savage's top 10, top 15 matches he ever had, but it was definitely Warrior's best match.
Because there's no telling how many times they practiced that match.
Well, Warrior spoke about that in something, a documentary somewhere. When this got brought up in his timeline, he talked about how obsessed that Randy was about them going over this match,
Oh yeah,
just like he was with
Steamboat.
Steamboat. Yeah, so that's just what Savage did.
What was y'all's favorite venue for WrestleMania?
I'll be
The
a sleeper
favorite
here.
look.
I love the look of WrestleMania 9. I love the look
Me
of
too.
with it being in Vegas.
Yeah,
outside.
it's the matches were awful.
The-
but the
card-
idea was cool.
Yeah, the card it was terrible, but just the idea of it being outside. It's in Vegas. You have the whole everybody's in togas.
That
and
was
all
the
that
first outdoor. Or no, was that the first outdoor Mania?
I
think so.
Yeah, because the Pontiac it was enclosed. Pontiac Silverdome was enclosed and
Yep.
everything. So, but yeah, I just love the look of WrestleMania 9.
Me too. And they were wearing the togas and
Yeah, coming out in carts and
Yep.
stuff. I remember Taker's entrance was awesome where you had the black cart with the crow and everything on the cart and everything. But yeah, like you said, the matches, and then of course Hogan inserting himself in the main event and walking out with the title.
Classic Hogan fashion.
As a kid, I enjoyed that one, but going back and watching it,
It's terrible,
not as good.
This is when we started seeing a lot of Stu Hart in the crowd too.
dude. Stone faced,
Bro,
faced.
when they try to interview him,
Yeah.
and as soon as he starts talking, was it Mean Gene?
No, it
it
was,
was Lord Alfred Hayes.
yeah,
he just
Cut him
completely
off.
cuts him off. I'm like,
said
what,
he's
you went
speechless.
all the
No,
way
he's
out to
trying
the
to talk.
ring in the crowd to get his thoughts. He starts talking. He's like, and then just fucking walk away. Like, what the, trolling the hell out of that man. He'll stretch the shit out of you in that damn Madison Square Garden.
Yeah.
Holy shit, man!
Poor
Why
Stu.
even go out there and walk your
Poor Stu.
whatever?
But this is where we start seeing him a lot in the crowd. Like
Oh,
we start
yeah.
going to him in a lot.
This is
of
when
the
Brett
matches.
starts. That's when Brett's full on like solo push.
Yeah.
You know?
I think you can throw. I mean, he's not a wrestler, but a manager, Paul Bear.
Oh,
Like
yeah,
with him,
100%, yes.
100% scary.
He just
Terry-
sold that like
he scared the fuck out of me more than Undertaker
His
did.
voice.
when Paul Bear had the early, when he had the jet black hair, facial hair, the solid white face, he scared the fuck out of me.
yeah,
Yeah.
and that
With
voice.
his face and his voice. It scared
He
me
had
way
the
more than
urn.
Undertaker did, bro. I used to not be able to look at Paul Bear when I was a kid.
Yeah.
He used to scare
Dude,
me that bad.
so good. That's a great pull.
That's a really
right
good
there.
one.
His
yeah.
the faces that he would make, he looked like a ghost.
Oh,
or
yeah.
something.
Best,
Yep.
He was the best compliment to that Undertaker character you could
Oh,
have.
that would have been. That's the best move that they made. Speedway with our board and chocolate milk. Hashtag board boys. But their Speedway brand little donuts.
Squints, I hope you're watching this. I love you so much, and I miss you. I hadn't seen you in a long time. But when did you die and reincarnate to looking just like Woody Harrelson? I watch every episode of I Got Shit to Say. I watch every episode, and every week I want to pretend I'm Wesley Snipes, and I want him to put on a little backwards hat, and we need to go outside and do White Man Can't Do It.
Billy, dude.
Chris,
It's
you look
Billy.
I love you. You look just like Woody Harrelson. Just like. Tell me where the fucking lie is. Exactly. You're laughing because it's true.
I feel a
I love
skit
you.
coming
I'm
along.
What's so funny is like 20 years ago, almost, you were on Chad Arms TV saying that he looked like Stone Cold Steve Austin. Remember?
Yeah, but he grew. But he just all of a sudden morphed into Woody Harrelson. He did back in. He did. He looks just like.
He did. Shout out Squints.
Shout out Squints.
We gotta get Squints out here.
He's
Yep.
gonna kill me for that.
Chance, will you reach out to Squints' manager and see if
I'll
he can
try.
get him out
Yeah.
here?
He's right here. His manager's right here.
Hey.
Oh, okay.
I see you comment on
Yeah.
that.
Hey, he's the manager on both sides, so surely we can work something out.
Yeah, really.
Between over the top and I got
Squint,
some shit.
fuck
to
a
say.
list. Come over and do
Yeah,
this.
dude. Come on, dude.
Yep.
It's overdue.
Thank you.
I mean, I'll bring
I had
some
to.
Borden's chocolate milk if we can get him here.
Yeah, hey,
Strawberry milk, whatever he wants. We'll get it.
came out in 1987, a sequel to one of your favorite movies of all time, Teen Wolf 2,
Oh my God, dude.
starring Jason Bateman.
Teen Wolf 2 is an abomination. Teen Wolf is the greatest movie ever made.
Yeah, it's greatness.
Michael J. Fox. You had Rod Daniels, the one that he directed the first one. But then, dude, the second one is so bad. And it was one of those things that they were doing in the 80s. They did it with a few movies that did well the first go around. You don't get any of the same people except the characters that nobody cares about. Chubbs, shout out to Chubbs, Mark Holton, a.k.a. Francis from Pee-wee's Big Adventure. He made a trip back for the second one. Nobody else did. You couldn't even get Jerry Levine, who was Styles, one of the greatest supporting roles ever in a comedy is Styles in Teen Wolf 1.
Yeah. And he's the true definition of a supporting role because he's supporting Scott the whole movie.
Yeah, well, and he was trying. He started
trying to
pimping him. He
monetize
started
him.
pimping him out.
Yeah, yeah,
towards
this
the
is
end.
true.
So Styles was not perfect, but he was a party animal, and he knew how to have a good time, and he
Knew how to make
he
a
was
dollar.
he was a big fan of TW Teen Wolf, and they couldn't even get Jerry Levine to come back for the second one.
But they got the dad. I tone out Nicole Kidman whenever I go see her. I hate that woman when she goes.
You don't like Nicole Kidman?
I despise her and her glittery
Wow.
pantsuit. This man knows.
And her glittery pantsuit.
That glittery pant. They cut it down.
yeah,
Thank
that,
goodness.
that pantsuit, it runs his
She's in
nerves
the
up, dude.
she got her fancy Coke with no lid on it.
You don't need no
Walking
lid.
around in
Nicole
heels.
Kidman, man.
Fancy Coke with
I don't really know if I can handle this Nicole Kidman slander.
pantsuit.
Nicole
wearing
Kidman,
fucking-
I love you. Okay, I think you're one of the greatest actresses of all time. I truly
Is
do.
she redheaded?
She's whatever she wants to be.
I'm biased
I love
against
Nicole Kidman.
I'm biased against redheaded women because they're pale and pasty.
I like pale. Like I told you, Oscar, you're the second worst rapper ever because the first one you on the hood was PN News. I thought he was so cool. It's myself being let down. I thought he was so cool because back then I didn't know a lot of rappers. He was going, yo, baby, yo, baby, yo.
Yeah.
I was like, this dude's got lyrics. I'm like, but that's all he ever did.
But he set the pace. Like he really was the
He
voice.
didn't set the pace.
But think about it. Because of him, we now have R-Truth. Like,
And Eminem.
Well, is that really a? R-Truth can't rap either. R-Truth can't really rap either. I mean, I guess he can.
R-Truth can rap.
Didn't he? I think
can,
PN News
yeah.
really got whooped backstage one time. I want to say, I'm being serious. I think it was either Rick Rude or Paul Orndorff. Somebody beat the brakes off him one time. Okay. He got the brakes beat off. I think it wasn't because he sucked as a wrestler. I think because he sucked as a rapper. You know, I'm serious.
Was his intro? Whose was worse, him or Two Cold Scorpios? Intro?
So now, title's been vacated.
Yep.
Here we are, 92 Rumble. And to me, this is a hot take on my end, but this is like one of the things I will die on this hill. Ric Flair had the greatest debut in the history of WWE.
Yeah.
The greatest. Because they bring him in as the real world's champion. Not only was they showcasing the big gold belt on WWE television, they were acknowledging that somebody other than Hogan was a world champion.
Yep.
And so, again, that's the big build-up. The real world's champion. If you look at the pay-per-view and you listen to the commentary, Heenan was gold.
That
But
was
Heenan the
broadcast.
whole time was doing nothing but building up Flair.
Oh, yeah.
So if you didn't know anything about wrestling, you would have thought, man, Flair, they got a lot of stake on Flair. But as a wrestling fan now, going back and watching it, I knew just from the commentary that Flair was going to win this thing.
Yeah.
But go back to what I was saying about Flair. Like, they're acknowledging Flair as a world champion. They didn't do that with anybody else.
No.
When Kurt Hennig came from the AWA being an AWA champion, they never acknowledged that. Kerry Von Erich came from Texas as WCCW champion. They never acknowledged that. But
Yeah.
Flair didn't come in to some bullshit gimmick. Flair came in as Nature Boy Ric Flair.
Well, the moment that pisses me off is Hogan gets eliminated, and then the whole screwy finish where he's holding Sid's arm, and Then then they take away Flair. This moment for Flair,
Yep.
where Flair doesn't get to celebrate in the middle of the ring, winning the WWF title. He has to celebrate in the back because Hogan takes the moment from him.
That's Hogan.
Flair being the GOAT. This is
Yep.
why Flair's the GOAT.
Yep.
Flair took that and went and had probably the best
promo
promo in the
ever.
history of
Yeah,
WWF.
if that didn't happen, we got that promo in the ring though.
That
at
was
moment.
no.
I don't. It wouldn't
No.
have hit. The
I don't
same.
think
Yeah.
that would have been as good.
That's the best
with
promo,
Heenan
Flair.
and
Yes.
Perfect being behind him. You could see
Put that
Perfect's
cigarette
eyes
out.
light up when he starts fucking
Yeah.
going because you could tell that was not scripted. That was
Yeah.
Flair with a twinkle in my eye, or whatever he
The
says. That
greatest
shit-
moment.
And
of
then
my
Big
life.
G
Fire,
goes, "Somebody
yeah.
put out that damn cigarette."
That's one of the that's one of the dopest
It's
like
one of the
promos.
greatest
Yeah.
promos ever.
And it was but I'm gonna say this: any character Kirk Cameron played in any show or movie ever,
We've
we
barely
have.
talked. We
We
barely
have.
breached your hate for
and
Kirk
it
Cameron.
has nothing to do with his beliefs or it's him as a human being. I hated him. That's the whole reason I hated Growing Pains. I love that show. Is because I loved everybody, but him, I hate him so bad. I hated him in that. I hated him in this movie, Like Father, Like Son.
Yep.
He was the
Yep.
worst ever, dude. He was the worst character ever. Sean Astin's in that,
Yeah,
dude.
I think we covered that.
We did,
Yeah,
in
the
episodes,
first couple.
and I hated
Hatred
him.
always
We got a
needs to be
little. We
brought
got a
back
little. We
up.
got a little hate for that one too, for his going off on Kirk Cameron.
Well, because they were like, well, he's a very. It has nothing.
it
I'm
has
not
nothing. It has nothing
doesn't
to do
mean-
with his beliefs.
Yeah.
He
He's
can't
just-
act.
Yeah, he's just a piece. He's just a weird motherfucker.
Poor Kirk Cameron.
Kirk Cameron sucks. He can't act. His wife, his sister is way better of an actress.
But I love Candace now.
Yeah, Kirk Cameron sucks. I love Tony Atlas.
I love
Give
Tony
me
Atlas.
Tony Atlas.
Trying to touch my pecker. I love Tony Atlas.
I like it when the women walk on my face. It's calming for me. It's calming when they walk on my face. It ain't nothing sexual. It ain't nothing sexual. I just like when they walk on my face. It's calming.
My God.
I like the pretty shoes she got on.
Oh my God!
I fucking love you, Tony Atlas.
I do too. I shout out to Cyber Son.
Shout out Tony Atlas, boy.
I'm gonna do a whole episode about you, Cyber Son, but during Black History Month, I'm doing a whole episode about.
We need to go over the entire Saba Simba run.
It will take 2 whole minutes.
Everybody give one pay-per-view. Royal Rumble, that was it.
Quickest episode we'll ever do.
It'll be 6 minutes and 4 of it says bullshit. Hell yeah.
The Chad Tony Atlas impersonation.
He sounds just like.
killing me over here.
I love him, dude.
I do too.
I love watching his interviews.
I do
dude.
too.
Talk.
I do too. Poor
He's
guy.
the kindest dude. He's like, he reminds me of Michael Clark Duncan from fucking
Yeah.
3 Mile. But
Yeah.
that's who he is. He's like the
Gentle
real
Giant, man.
Gentle Giant, for sure.
Jaws 2 and Jaws the Revenge. Jaws 2 from 1978 and Jaws the Revenge from 1987. Jaws 2 is just a snooze fest to me. It's absolutely boring.
Yeah, and I do. Well, back then, I haven't watched Jaws 2 since back when we did
Yeah,
those.
it's just a snooze fest.
I remember liking it okay, but it was a slow burn for
Yeah.
sure. But the other 2 after Jaws 2 were fucking
Now,
terrible.
you notice that 3D is not mentioned because I love Part 3 3D.
It's fucking
terrible.
awful, though,
It's
Tony.
awful.
Yeah, well, we got
But
to
I have a
talk
soft
about
spot
it. Yeah,
for
well,
it.
it's still awful.
But Jaws the Revenge,
It's terrible.
it has our boy in it, Michael Caine.
it does have Michael Caine in it, and Michael Caine can't even save that.
Dude, this shark is on a revenge tour in this movie.
That's the one where he scales from fucking
It
Maine
all
all
the
down
way to the
God-
Bahamas. This shark goes
He
from
held a grudge. He held a grudge.
the mother shark held a grudge because they killed the baby, and the mother shark swam all the way down from Cape Cod, all the way down to the Bahamas, just to go after one specific family.
Well, hell hath no fury like a woman scorned.
But that Jaws the Revenge, it's when literally saying a shark is on a revenge story coming from the Cape Cod, swimming down to the Bahamas just to go after one specific family.
But Jaws 3D was awful too, Tony.
I love it. I
But
love it.
it-
It's
It
bad.
still was awful.
But it's not on my-
Chance, what do you think about Jaws, the 3D one?
I think after they made Jaws 1, they should have never
Stop.
made any
Agreed.
shark movie ever again.
Or the pay-per-view before? Oh.
Time out.
That never happens here. It's like the final destination.
This is like the Are we still? Did it cut off their? Woo! That was spooky.
Hell yeah. Well, we'll leave it in maybe. I don't know. We'll see how it
The
looks.
Undertaker is a guest appearance on this podcast.
dude. But
That would
like,
have been awesome
so-
if they would have went out and he would have
The
just been. Bouncing off of the Colorado Kid, I got another local independent legend. He just retired this year, but he was on Raw at the beginning of Raw. Gary Scott is his name.
Gary Scott.
Yep. Also known locally as Boogie Woogie Boy, Gary Valiant.
Yeah.
The boogie woogie boy, Gary Violent.
Yep.
Fake ass Dusty Rhodes.
But
know,
he
I
wrestled Razor Ramon, Owen Hart, the British Bulldog, Shawn Michaels.
Gary Valiant.
Yeah.
I forgot about him
Was he
jobbing
thinking
for
about
WWE.
Yeah,
I
Jimmy
forgot
Valiant.
about that.
I know
Yeah.
exactly what
Johnny.
he's talking about.
Yeah.
Boogie-
I forgot
I hear
about
him on
him jobbing.
podcasts sometimes. He's great.
Yeah.
I like him.
Yep. Good worker. Good
Yeah.
worker. Just,
really
it
was,
was just his size. It was
Boogie
just his
Woogie.
size.
It's true though. I'm on his team on that. Yeah.
Chance is just nonchalant. Good worker.
I got
trying to
his
defensive.
autograph.
I bet you do.
Of course you do, Chance. Of course you do.
I think we could really get a sponsorship from Nutter Butters because their TikTok is insane.
Oh, it's
if you haven't
very
checked
odd.
it out,
They have the
check it out.
hottest
Yeah.
Really?
all time.
Nutter
Yes.
Butters?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Crazy.
Promos.
Interesting.
They're just give it a
Yeah.
look-see.
You're gonna need therapy afterwards.
I'll trust.
You would think the internet's not. You think you've went too far. On
Yeah.
the internet.
Is it almost like you remember the old Quiznos commercials with the little gerbils with the big mouths? Go to Quiznos! Like those.
Oh God, I do now.
Those were terrifying.
Shout out to the only Quiznos left on this planet, and that's the one in Goodlettsville.
Oh, still open?
yeah. Yeah.
No, I don't want to say it was terrible.
I will say it. It's terrible.
The finish
don't have
of the
to say
match
it.
was the old school. Hey, I'll kneel down behind you, and you're gonna trip me out.
It was the finish is horrible, dude.
BJ,
I mean,
honestly,
he literally
I don't
lays
think
down
you-
behind him, and he trips over him in that pin.
Like it was they was getting back at the bully and Christmas
Yeah.
story.
What? Unoriginal name though, because I mean we had the Midnight Express, the Oriental Express, the U.S. Express. And then we
nothing
got-
like the Midnight Express though,
tag
BJ.
Who was the tag team that was Rick Martel and Tito?
Strike Force.
Strike
Force.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was yeah.
Strike Force.
So the finish. Wow. In a almost 6-minute barn burner. The Can-Am Connection win by the fucking horrible spot.
Yeah, or it was a
Where dude
pinfall.
lays down, he
okey-doke.
trips it.
Yep.
Yeah, dude trips him.
Okey doke.
I mean,
They ended up
just
getting the
no
win
other way
on
to
that one,
describe
but it was
Terrible.
not the greatest way to start it off. They didn't get Boof, who was one of the greatest female characters ever in a movie.
Yep.
Boof and Teen Wolf. I'll put Boof up against any of these other bitches any day. Back in the day. But
She,
I mean,
she was all about Scott. She was all committed to Scott.
if you want my completely honest opinion, or not even opinion,
Scott didn't deserve Boof.
Scott. It took Scott a while. Scott was trying to go get the damn materialistic whore that didn't want nothing to do with him. And
Yeah,
Boof was
until
there the whole time.
she only wanted the wolf.
Yeah, you don't need the wolf, you know. But look, Teen Wolf 2 is fucking awful. This is what I have a problem with this match. Like we talked about earlier, they talk about electrifying fried chicken. It's gonna be all that.
Yes.
Then not the first inkling of somebody almost getting electrocuted.
No.
Not even fake
Well,
electrocuted.
Muda does like a little flash thing where
And then it catches on fire. Then he puts it out.
yeah.
It's like, what kind of heel are you? You're supposed to fire, like, let it go. And you're like, oh shit. And you break it.
Look at all my mist on it.
And they're just Flair's climbing the cage, and they ain't doing nothing when they climb. They're just climbing it.
Told
Just
you,
climbing.
worst pay per view of all.
Dude,
time.
It was bad.
It looked cool. It looked cool.
It
did
was
look
so
cool.
because Jim Ross was trying to sell it the whole match.
That's why
Like,
he's so good.
they're
at what he does.
climbing on the cage and nothing is happening.
Why are y'all
Nothing.
climbing the cage for? Who'd they fight?
The creatures.
And who the fuck, they, who
I have
the
no
fuck
idea.
were they? Didn't they just
Creature
bury
one
him
and
for 40
Creature
years?
Creature 1 and Creature 2. They
Creature
had like
1
lizard mask on.
Creature 1
It
was,
was just a
Jumpin'
squash
Joey
match,
Maggs.
wasn't it?
Jumpin' Joey Maggs for Creature number 1. Creature number 2 was Johnny Rich.
Jumping Joey Maggs.
John
was
Richardson. That dude has my same last name.
Well, maybe you're great
Might-
uncle,
yeah.
dude. You don't know.
Possibly.
You're a kin of the creatures.
Creatures. What? How many of us in wrestling fandom history have ever went, I cannot wait for the creatures to wrestle. Let me go get my popcorn and nachos now because the creatures are coming on. Second question. How many of us has a friend with a big jacked up truck and a Keith Urban CD stuck in his CD player named Big Josh? Stupid name. Stupid name.
Like you said, and shout out to Blind Fury. I don't think we've talked. Y'all talked about it on. I got some shit to say, but I don't think we've talked about it. Of Fury on BET for the 106 and Park reunion, shouting out Big S&P, show and prove and everything. That's I couldn't imagine what it felt like seeing him do that.
Yeah, it was cool, man. So when Fury got the call that they wanted to bring him back for the 106 and Park 25-year anniversary, he called me and wanted me and Mel to fly out there with him if he can get us plane tickets. Well, the thing is, I had 10 men already booked to come up here when he came up here for us to finish our album and shoot some music videos, and he had already taken off work and all that. Well, in addition to that, me and Mel don't have those real ID things. So he told me, he was like, man, I'm gonna if they let me, I'm gonna rock a show and prove shirt. I was like, hell yeah, dude. So he was rocking that, sitting on the couch. Bow Wow was interviewing him, and he said, I'm making moves with my big show and prove family, and
that's incredible. It just shows you the kind of man he is.
Yep.
I mean, it's just a solid ass dude right there. I mean,
and super talented.
The most talented man. I mean, these clips that y'all have been putting out, re-putting out and everything of him, it's just crazy that it's just so natural. Everything, it just seems like everything is just natural to him.
Yeah. Dude, so, and another thing about Cracker Barrel too, when we went this last time that I'm speaking about, it was really busy. So we get set at a table, and all the tables are somebody sitting at them. We get set at a table, and me and Mel's thing is we love to play the game with
the little golf tees.
Yeah, I was going to say we love to play the peg game, but that sounds like we do not love to play that game. But the game with the little, whatever they're called.
Yeah, you try to leave one.
The triangle game.
Yeah.
Well, we get the one that we've got. Our triangle has like 3 missing pieces out of it, and
Hey, that's a head start.
yeah, right. I'm always an ignoramus.
Handicap.
I can't ever do it.
I was like,
That's
I got
your
2.
handicap.
It's down to 2. It's down to 1. And I'm like 4 every time. And I try to strategize in my head. I've watched documentaries on it on YouTube. I can't play the triangle game for shit.
I just want that one tee.
We couldn't even play that because I wasn't fixed. Everybody else was using theirs, or they were 131 years old, and they didn't even. It would have taken an hour to convey what I was wanting.
What's wrong?
So that So that was a
Hey,
start.
you should have just went over there and just snatched theirs and switched out. They went. What were they going to do to you?
It's just
This cracker ain't going back to the barrel.
Oh.
Hell yeah, cracker.
You call it like it is, but
And we got to eat at a Ponderosa.
I saw that.
Was it legit or was it like that fake Shoney's?
No.
Okay.
It was Ponderosa. The only thing about it that was different from back in the day, prices, obviously.
Yeah.
Silver plates. Didn't have the silver plates. Everything else.
The
was
cold
same.
salad, like the cold salad plates.
Did
Go
you
up
get
to the
Yeah,
front.
those
They
are
have the
fire.
menu. You can get just the bar, or you can get a steak, chicken, and the bar, whatever.
Nice.
Oh yeah, you gotta get steak and bar. And did they have the little tabs that they put in the steak to let you know how it was cooked and everything?
They may have. I don't know about that because I didn't get.
Gotta
a steak.
have those.
I got a,
Gotta have those.
yeah.
Forgot about those.
Did you get the ice cream?
I look over and I just.
I
I haven't looked over in 10 minutes.
But Texas Roadhouse is fire. And they're getting mozzarella. I'm so fat.
What? They're getting mozzarella sticks?
Yes.
Oh boy.
Insider news, dude.
Oh
Oh,
boy.
inside baseball.
So, fun fact, here's a rant. I don't know if I ranted on it I've ranted on it on something. When me and Mel went to South Carolina to record the album with Blind Fury, shout out Blind Fury,
Yep.
we
Shout
went
out
to a
Blind
Texas
Fury.
Roadhouse the night before we were leaving, right? After we finished the studio, we went and ate at Texas Roadhouse. We're looking at their menus, and I said, babe, they got cheese sticks here. The South Carolina one has mozzarella sticks, right? The waiter's name was Logan. I'll never forget his name.
Oh, this is back.
Logan at Texas Roadhouse.
In
He
South
said,
Carolina.
I said, oh, y'all got mozzarella sticks? He said, oh, yeah, man, they're good, too. I was like, of course they're good. They're mozzarella sticks. That's what I thought.
No
But
doubt.
I said, babe, we got to get some. So we got some. Logan's bitch ass brings the mozzarella sticks out and puts them down and says, man, I forgot to tell you, man, we're out of marinara sauce. And I said,
What?
huh?
Huh?
So we were like, okay. If
How can you be out of marinara
I
sauce?
had it out for Logan the entire rest of I didn't even talk to him when he came through.
didn't even
I didn't want. Well, I can't. I had to. I can't be that guy. But Logan, word of advice: never, ever
Bring mozzarella.
don't tell somebody that there's not mozzarella or marinara sauce.
Marinara sauce.
And 2 nights before that, we ordered Pizza Hut pizza, right? We got a cheese pizza and a pepperoni pizza, right? And then we got some cheese bread. Bro, they didn't give us dipping sauce, the marinara dipping sauce, and there was barely any pizza sauce on the pizza. I'm like, is South Carolina out of marinara sauce?
Yep.
This all happened in South Carolina.
Yes, that same week.
It's
We got a
shortage.
badass album out of it. Shout out
Yeah, that
YPO.
is a banger of an album.
When I tell you that they had the fried chicken wings, and everybody knows what I'm talking about. When you go to these buffets, Ryan's, Shoney's, Ponderosa, fucking Golden Corral, all of the fried chicken tastes exactly the same.
Yeah.
And it's some of the best fried chicken.
It really is.
It was that, but in wings, bro, I didn't even want nothing else. I was like, just give me this and some mac and cheese. And
you would have been in heaven, Chance.
Oh yeah, I had chicken tenders today.
Fun fact, dude. So a couple of times we were going out to eat, I ordered that, and it became a thing where Fury was like, Chad, you can't get fucking chicken. Not getting chicken tenders this time.
You know,
Get something different. They were
the
getting on
surprise to me of yesterday was when we got there, Chance was eating barbecue.
I know.
I was not expecting
I mean,
that.
look, you
How
have to
can
eat
you
pulled
not?
pork.
Dude, they had a spread you could feed a village.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't know who
there was
cooked
so
that
much
meal.
food.
I don't know who cooked that spread.
I hate
but
I missed that, man.
spread was on point. Then turnip, whoever's in
Put their
charge of the
foot in it,
turnip
didn't
greens.
they? Put their foot in it.
Oh,
Green. You had a bunch of them, didn't you, Chance?
Yeah, all of them.
oh, man, I had a big
So-
old plate of them.
I got one of my favorite jobbers here. I got Reno Riggins.
Oh my God.
Got them on my list too.
Double R, dude.
Tennessee guy.
The original
He is
double
a
R
Tennessee
before Rough
guy. He's
Riders.
a Memphis
Reno
guy.
Riggins.
Reno Riggins.
He really is.
Yeah, he was
I
a
saw him at
superstar in
Shoney's.
Memphis.
I saw him at Shoney's.
Was he-
Was he busting
Was
tables?
he changing
No.
out the powdered eggs?
busting the tables?
No Riggins, dude.
Yeah.
It's dope to see him still getting some work though, Sean.
I mean,
I got his autograph too.
I'm gonna need you to show us. I'm gonna need you to prove
show
it.
off.
I'm gonna find it.
I'm calling Cap.
I got it there. I got it there. I went up to him and was like, Mr. Riggins, can I get your autograph?
He's like, I don't know how to write.
he's like, somebody knows me.
He's like, what?
Yep.
Who are you?
Yep.
That son of a
That's not
bitch.
excusable.
That son of a
Yeah.
bitch tried to charge me $100 for a 5x7 autographed picture of Ricky Morton. It wasn't even
Oh,
him.
somebody else?
It was Ricky Morton.
You got beefcake, dude.
Oh, Ricky Morton.
He had a 5x7 autograph of Ricky Morton. He goes, that'd be $100 if you want it. I'm like,
Charged you.
hell no.
Beefcake. Ricky Morton wouldn't even charge that much for a 5x7 of himself.
That is
Yeah.
crap. What? Where was this at? The Armory?
At the Armory in
Yeah.
Springfield.
Crazy, dude.
Tracy Smothers and Ricky Morton were the headliners.
Tracy, R.I.P. Tracy.
Yep.
Who they wrestle? Colorado kid?
Ricky Morton wasn't even manning his own table. Yeah,
Dang.
Brian Chris was like $100 for that 5x7 of Ricky Morton.
Dude,
Like,
if
no,
it was
fam.
dollars.
if it was
fam.
if it was a York Foundation, Richard York one, I might have
Yeah,
would have paid
no, fam.
$5 for it.
He,
maybe.
he had the AW, or not the AW, USWA championship on the picture. I said, hell no. You got me messed up.
He was trying to
That's
pocket
pretty
90.
messed up
He was
right
trying
there.
to
moved again,
He was
guys.
trying to pocket $97 off that one.
We boot scoot boogie.
We were going to be over here in the camera before long.
But yeah, man.
Brutus,
Man,
Brutus Beefcake, you got spared today. That's all I'm
Yeah.
gonna say.
This is the last one.
Yes, he did.
Beefcake got Brutus got spared on.
Brutus
this
got
episode.
spared.
Yeah.
We'll have to-
Brutus.
we'll
He
have
too,
to
Brutus.
catch his
Yeah,
straight.
Hey, Brutus, it's coming,
He'll
brother.
catch his straight. The WWF title is on the line. You come out. He's continuing his feud with Jake, obviously. Throws Jake out, then he throws himself out.
But no, but
Just
he
go
doesn't-
through the middle road.
But they said he was still in it because he didn't get eliminated. He eliminated himself.
Boss Man eliminated himself.
Exactly.
But
Yep.
see, that just lets you know that he wasn't supposed to do that.
Yeah.
He forgot that we was in the Rumble.
Yeah.
So he just jumped out of instinct. That's what it was,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, 'cause
That's why they're
Taker-
like, oh no, he didn't. They had to change it because he wasn't supposed to do that.
Yeah,
And
because
then he came
Taker
back-
comes out in the ring. He's trying to pull him back
Yes.
in, and he's still going. It's like, bro, you're not supposed to be doing this.
But my favorite part of this was when we got to number 20. Of course, you get Taker come out at 20. Savage came out at 21, obviously eliminated himself. Hogan comes out at 26. Sid's at 29.
Wait a minute.
Funniest thing ever.
You said, hang on a second. What number did you say Savage came in?
Savage came in at 21.
21 Savage. 21. That's where 21 Savage got it from.
That's where
bro.
it came
That's
from.
21.
There it is.
Yes, bro.
Lincoln Hawk from Over the Top.
Most certainly.
I mean,
Without a
there's
doubt.
this is why the podcast is named Over the Top. Me and Tony, when we thought about naming the podcast, and I was like Over the Top, I wanted it to be themed after the poster for the movie.
Yeah.
And then Tony was like, well, then everybody's going to think the podcast is just about that movie.
That's a good point.
Good point, Tony.
I think the logo was
Let's
dope.
pivot.
I don't think we would have been able to do 100+ episodes on
But dude, I mean, you talk about, I know everybody's like Rocky, and I get it,
Yeah.
dude, but he was an arm wrestling truck driver fighting for the custody of his little bitch ass son that shouldn't even have deserved the custody of Lincoln Hall.
Yeah.
He was
There's
a
no
little shit.
no lies being spoke.
We talked about him in the hated episode. We ended the episode with talking about how much he sucked.
Yeah.
But the motivational speech, nobody meets you, the world's not going to meet you halfway.
Yeah.
If you want something, Mike, you got to take it. You got to take it. And he goes into the arcade and whoops that dude's ass on that pinball machine. You remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah, roll the sleeve up.
I remember it.
And then you got Kenny Loggins, meet me halfway
Yeah, one of
You
the
better sing.
across the sky.
Kenny,
Boy, better sing.
Kenny Loggins is the soundtrack goes.
Oh,
Boy,
the
bad.
80s? Oh, yeah.
That boy,
Oh,
bad.
yeah.
That's he's the Randy Watson of this podcast.
Boy, good.
That boy good. He good.
I mean, oh, man. Kenny Loggins had heater.
Tag team wrestling during this time, minus the dynamic dudes, in both companies was fire.
Yes.
Like they had top notch tag teams. You had the same look,
Yeah.
the dual moves. Like it was
There'll
all
never be
fire
another,
at this time.
another era
The
ever.
suplexes, I mean,
Everything. A lot of double teams. A lot of suplexes.
I'll never
in
love
this
another
match.
the way I love you.
Yes. Shout out to Thugly. I called
Oh
him,
yeah,
I called him
that was my
Thugly.
song. That was Thugly's.
I called him Thugly because he was a thug that was ugly.
Shout out to
Hey, he gave me free cable when he worked at Comcast.
free cable.
And it worked. And it worked until a storm came through and knocked it out, and they had to go over and put the
Dang.
filter back on.
Dang.
Shout out
All good
Thugly.
things come to a close. Ain't that right? Dynamic dude.
Shout out Thugly.
I'll throw one out here. Do y'all remember shark bites back
Oh,
in the
yeah.
day? The fruit
Shark
snacks?
bites, the blue and white ones.
The white ones.
Oh,
You
wow.
saved
Yeah.
the white ones for last.
That was like your insert card when you
Yeah.
used to buy packs of cards.
Yeah, those are gangster.
Dude, if you landed the little shark bites with the little white ones.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Dude, that was-
you
that-
saved
those
all
were
the
legit.
white ones till the end because they were so, and they just the texture of them. And I was one of those psychos that I'd eat the head off the shark first.
Oh, gosh.
And then like
It was getting
I wouldn't
revenge
eat
for
it
the
whole.
cold
I was
crush,
just like,
yeah. It was
I was
I
go into
Jaws
psycho
revenge.
mode.
I used to just murk on the Little League football field or Little League baseball field, lemon heads and the
Yeah.
Johnny Appleseeds, the little green ones.
yeah,
You can't find those
in
in
those. I
forgot all
Dude,
Yep.